Zombies Chronicles came out May 16th of 2017. That means that it's been almost 4 years since the release date of Zombies Chronicles. 4 years since Jason Blundell walked in to JC Backfire's bedroom and said,
"We need to talk."
That's an insane amount of time, and it feels like just last year I was sitting there playing Kino der Toten or Origins. But now we need to talk about the possibility of Zombies Chronicles 2. And I know that you've seen this a lot on a couple other channels like the Gaming Revolution, Mr. Dalek JD. But I have a couple other interesting facts to go off of what they said that might lead you to believe that we will be seeing Zombies Chronicles 2 in Black Ops Cold War Zombies. So stick around. Now, before we get into that, guys, welcome back to the channel, and my name's Spesh. I want to let you guys know, if you don't already, that I'm running a charity event on my channel. For every new subscriber that I get to my YouTube channel, I will be donating $1 to the 4Mom Foundation to help end Alzheimer's. It's absolutely free to subscribe, and you'll be raising money for a great cause. The cause is called Subs for Mom. And you can read more about it on the 4mom.org website, and you can also watch my video that I'll link in the cards above to help you learn what we're raising money for. So during the Zombies Chronicles story arc, first of all, no one really expected us to be getting a DLC 5 for Call of Duty Black Ops 3. But at the same time, there were rumors going around about what this could be, and at the end of Revelations, people were kind of bummed, you know what I mean? Revelations, like the ending of that story arc wasn't the best. And so, as you may have seen on other channels, the idea of dropping Zombies Chronicles was to help offset the loss of funds that Activision was getting from the awful game that was Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. So a lot of people are saying that, you know, the reason Zombies Chronicles was created in the first place was to help offset that loss of funds. But I think it was the Gaming Revolution's channel that I saw this, that said that Zombies Chronicles was actually in production before Infinite Warfare came out. So they couldn't have known that Infinite Warfare was going to suck before that happened. And you may be thinking, well, there's probably no way they're going to do this because rumor has it that 2021, COD 2021 is going to be like Modern Warfare 2. It's going to be the sequel to last year's Modern Warfare game, which is the highest grossing Call of Duty game in Call of Duty history. So really there should be no reason why there would be lost funds for that game because, well, that game is obviously going to be great. But if indeed Zombies Chronicles was in creation before Infinite Warfare came out, and it was planned anyway, I think that that might not have been the cause. Now, Zombies Chronicles came with 8 new maps. We saw Origins, we saw Shangri-La, we saw Nocturne Toten, Shinonuma, Verrucht, Ascension, Moon, and Kino der Toten. Now, it's kind of interesting to think about because, like, we might honestly be seeing some of these maps again in Black Ops Cold War as it is. We already saw Nocturne Toten in Die Maschine. Rumor has it we'll be seeing parts of Shinonuma in the Khe-Sanh map that's coming out, as well as parts of Kino der Toten in the Berlin map that is rumored to be coming out later this year as well. Obviously, we can speak on the fact that Nocturne Toten didn't play a huge part in Die Maschine, but nonetheless, it was still there. So the biggest reason that I think that we will be getting a Zombies Chronicles 2 in Black Ops Cold War is that there's a next-gen console. When you think about how Zombies Chronicles 1 worked, it was all maps from the previous generation of console. In other words, it was all maps from Black Ops 2 and prior. And that's pretty obvious, of course, but maybe part of the reason why they made Zombies Chronicles back in 2017 is that they wanted to be able to show how these maps would look on a next-gen console. So obviously we had seen Origins on an Xbox 360 or a PS3, but we hadn't seen it on a PS4. So with that being said, I feel like there's a really good chance that they decide to remaster some more maps this year to show them on a PS5. And maybe they decide to do more than 8 maps. I kind of hope they do. I kind of hope they honestly just remaster every single map that has like ever been in in Call of Duty and just put it all. Obviously, that would take a lot of time. Just put it all into one game so we can play it on next-gen console. And another reason why, like, in terms of offsetting funds, this wouldn't work is because, well, all DLC is free this year. Just thought I'd throw that out there. But let's say that Activision wants to make it so that we can see all of the old Treyarch maps on the next gen console to show. Because obviously, first of all, Black Ops Cold War is like the greatest running zombies game, like in terms of mechanics, in terms of like how the game plays. It's the greatest one ever, maybe. I mean, it actually runs incredibly well. It was incredibly well put together, and it's an absolute ton of fun. So I think that if you can put all those older maps on this system, I feel like it could do a ton for the zombies community and even people that don't play zombies. I mean, if you remember back at the start of D Machina, we had people like Tim the Tatman, Courage JD, and all those people playing the game. So I feel like it could play a huge part in bringing large creators back to zombies. So that is probably the biggest caveat for me, is that like with the release of the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series S or Series X, I think that it would be really smart of Treyarch, Call of Duty, Activision. It'd be really smart of them to go back in, remaster some of those maps that we had in the Xbox 360 and PS3 days, and even some of the maps we had on PS4. So what maps could be in it, you ask? Well, a lot has been talked about in terms of remastering the Victus Crew maps. Obviously, we know that the Victus Crew is technically, based on the storyline, still in the Dark Ether, and there is a chance that we see them again, obviously in some different form. Like, we're not going to see Stuhlinger just walking up and saying, hey, like you normally would, you know. If we see the Victus Crew, we're going to be seeing Stuhlinger and all those guys, Misty, they're going to be transformed because they've been in the Dark Ether longer than anybody. So, I feel like, especially if they flesh out that story during Cold War Zombies, it would be genius to go back in, remaster the Victus Crew maps because a lot of people, I'm sure, didn't play those games. You know what I mean? Like, people that, like the younger audience that is playing Cold War Zombies and just fully getting immersed into it now, probably never played Black Ops 2 Transit. There's just no way. They would have been like 4. I mean, I don't know what you do with your kids. Maybe they did play Transit. I don't know, but I don't think 4-year-olds were playing it. So yeah, in terms of maps that they should remaster, I really do think that maps like Transit, Buried, well, maybe not Die Rise. I didn't really like Die Rise. But like maps like that, they really should see a remaster. It has been a long time since we've seen them, and I feel like it's time we see them again. But they don't have to stop there. They don't have to stop with the Victus maps. Hear me out. If they went in and also remastered, because what maps were we missing? We're missing the Victus maps and technically Mob of the Dead, although we basically got Mob of the Dead in Blood of the Dead. Like, the maps that we're missing is Transit and Buried and Die Rise. So it's like, if they're going to make a Zombies Chronicles 2, they're not going to just make it 3 maps. So why don't they go in and remaster some of the Black Ops 3 maps? Could you imagine how good the Reisendrache would look on a PS5 or an Xbox Series X? That map is already state-of-the-art beautiful. Like, that is probably the best map in Zombies history. And imagine if they were able to put that on PS5 graphics and then put it on this system of Zombies. I feel like it would be a huge success, and it would be so much fun to go through that Easter egg again and just get pissed off because that Easter egg drove me and Joe insane. So all in all, I kind of feel like I feel like they have to make a Zombies Chronicles 2 this year, especially if, so obviously, like you may have heard, there's like an ongoing war between Sledgehammer and Infinity Ward. So we don't really know what is going to be the next game. We don't know if it's going to be Sledgehammer creating the game or if it's going to be Infinity Ward. So there's a chance that it's not Modern Warfare 2. Maybe it's Advanced Warfare 2. It's a lot is up in the air right now, and I feel like Treyarch is really the only stabilizing force behind this whole thing. So if they were to make another Zombies Chronicles, I feel like it would be great for the community. I feel like it would look absolutely amazing on next gen graphics. And I feel like it would just keep their player base going. You know what I mean? Like, there's a chance that people really start to fall off this year. And thankfully, because Call of Duty, I'm not going to lie, Call of Duty was kind of going down the toilet there before Modern Warfare. And Modern Warfare really brought it back. And in my opinion, now this is not the opinion of everyone, but in my opinion, Cold War is just amplifying that. I believe Cold War is amazing. And I think it is really amplifying that. So they need to continue this hot streak of games they have going on. And they could easily do that by adding just more content. Just MOAR, more content. Keep it coming. Do you guys think that Zombies Chronicles 2 is going to happen? Go ahead and leave that down in the comments below. Again, do not forget to check out my charity video, Subs for Mom. I greatly appreciate you guys checking out another video on my channel. You guys mean the absolute world to me. We are getting so close to 100 subscribers. I really hope we can hit that by the end of the month. You guys are absolute freaking rock stars. If you guys want to see me, I'll be over on twitch.tv/Spesh27. And I appreciate you guys. And I'll talk to you very, very soon.